Hi, hi, Sandy Stewart here. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited to share with you a story from this book called The Celtic Wonder Tales by Ella Young. Came across this book recently, and it has the most amazing early stories of Celtic life and some of the primary goddesses and gods that were part of the original stories of the Celtic people. So I wanted to share this one with you. It's called The Earth Shapers, and it talks about Brigid and about the four jewels. Uh, I found it so meaningful for this time when we can perceive certain dark areas in our civilization on our planet. And this speaks to the courage of Brigid and her fellow early peoples, and how they chose to deal with the darkness. So please forgive me for my pronunciations. These are sort of original names here in Celtic language, I guess. So here we go. In Tir the land of the living heart, Brigid was singing, the land of the living heart. So this is a mythological place, probably a place that actually existed. And Bridget was there and was singing. Angus, the ever young, and mid-year, the red-maned, and Ogma, that is called Splendor of the Sun, and the Dagda, and other lords of the people of Dana, drew near to listen to her song. And Bridget sang, "Now comes the hour foretold, a God gift bringing a wonder sight. Is it a star new born and splendid up, springing out of the night? Is it a wave from the fountain of beauty, up flinging foam of delight? Is it a glorious immortal bird that is winging hither its flight? It is a wave, high-crested, melodious, triumphant, breaking in light. It is a star, rose-hearted and joyous, a splendor risen from the night. It is flame from the world of the gods, and love runs before it, a quenchless delight. Let the wave break, let the star rise, let the flame leap, ours if our hearts are wise, to take and keep." Bridget ceased to sing, and there was silence for a little space in Tir Then Angus said, "Strange are the words of your song, and strange the music. It swept me down steeps of air, down, down, always further down. Tir was like a dream half remembered. I felt the breath of strange worlds on my face, and always your song grew louder and louder, but you were not singing it. Who was singing it?" "The earth was singing it," Bridget said. "The earth," said the Dagda. "Is not the earth in the pit of chaos? Who has ever looked into that pit or stayed to listen where there is neither silence nor song? O shepherd of the star flocks, I have stayed to listen. I have shuddered in the darkness that is round the earth. I have seen the black hissing waters and the monsters that devour each other. I have looked into the groping, writhing adder pit of hell. The light that pulsed about the De Danann lords grew troubled at the thought of that pit, and they cried out, "Tell us no more about the earth, O flame of the two eternities, and let the thought of it slip from yourself as a dream slips from the memory." "Oh, silver branches that no sorrow has shaken," said Brigit, "hear one thing more. The earth wails all night because it has dreamed of beauty." "What dream, oh Brigit?" "The earth has dreamed of the white stillness of dawn, of the star that goes before the sunrise, and of the music like the music of my song." "O morning star," said Angus, "would I had never heard your song, for now I cannot shake the thought of the earth from me." "Why should you shake the thought from you, Angus the subtle-hearted? You have wrapped yourself in the colors of the sunlight. Are you not fain to look into the darkness and listen to the thunder of abysmal waves? Are you not fain to make gladness in the abyss?" Angus did not answer. He reached out his hand and gathered a blossom from a branch. He blew upon the blossom and tossed it into the air, and it became a wonderful white bird and circled about him, singing. Mid-year the haughty rose and shook out the bright tresses of his hair till he was clothed with radiance as with a golden fleece. "I am fain to look into the darkness," he said. "I am fain to hear the thunder of the abyss." "Then come with me," said Brigit. "I am going to put my mantle around the earth, because it has dreamed of beauty. I will make clear a place for your mantle," said Midir. "I will throw fire amongst the monsters." "I will go with you too," said the Dagda, who is called the Green Harper. "And I," said Splendor of the Sun, whose other name is Ogma the Wise. "And I," said Nuada, Wielder of the White Light. "And I," said Gobnu, the Wondersmith. "We will remake the earth." "Good luck to the adventure," said Angus. "I would go myself if ye had the Sword of Light with you." "We will take the Sword of Light," said Brigit, "and the Cauldron of Plenty, and the Spear of Victory, and the Stone of Destiny with us. For we will build power and wisdom and beauty and lavish-heartedness into the earth." "It is well said," cried all the shining ones. "We will take those 4 jewels." So Ogma brought the Sword of Light from Findria's, the cloud-fair city that is in the east of the Danann world. Nuada brought the Spear of Victory from Gorius, the flame-bright city that is in the south. of the Danann world. The Dagda brought the Cauldron of Plenty from Murias, that city that is built in the west of the Danann world and has the stillness of deep waters. Midir brought the Stone of Destiny from Phalius, the city that is built in the north of the Danann world and has the steadfastness of adamant. Then Brigit and her companions set forth. They fell like a rain of stars till they came to the blackness that surrounded the earth. And looking down below them, as at the bottom of an abyss, the writhing, contorted, hideous life that swarmed and groped and devoured itself ceaselessly. From the seething turmoil of that abyss, all the shining ones drew back, save Midir. He grasped the fiery spear and descended like a flame. His comrades looked down and saw him treading out the monstrous life as men tread grapes in a winepress. They saw the blood and foam of that destruction rise about Midir till he was crimson with it, even to the crown of his head. They saw him whirl the spear till it became a wheel of fire and shot out sparks and tongues of flame. They saw the flame lick the darkness and turn back on itself and spread and blossom murk red, blood red, rose red at last. Midir drew himself out of the abyss, a ruby splendor, and said, I have made a place for Brigit's mantle. Throw down your mantle, Brigit, and bless the earth. Brigit threw down her mantle, and when it touched the earth, it spread itself, unrolling like a silver flame. It took possession of the place Midir had made, as the sea takes possession, and it continued to spread itself because everything that was foul drew back from the little silver flame at the edge of her mantle. It is likely it would have spread itself over all the earth, only Angus, the youngest of the gods, had not the patience to wait. He leapt down and stood with his 2 feet on the mantle. It ceased to be fire and became a silver mist about him. He ran through the mist, laughing and calling on the others to follow. His laughter drew them, and they followed. The drifting silver mist closed over them and round them, and through it they saw each other like images in a dream, changed and fantastic. They laughed when they saw each other. The Dagda thrust both his hands into the Cauldron of Plenty. "O Cauldron," he said, "you give to everyone the gift that is meetest. Give me now a gift meet for the earth, best for the earth." He drew forth his hands out of the cauldron, full of green fire, and he scattered the greenness everywhere, as a sower scatters seeds. Angus stooped and lifted the greenness of the earth. He scooped hollows in it. He piled it in heaps. He played with it as a child plays with sand, and when it slipped through his fingers, it changed color and shone like stardust, blue and purple and yellow and white and red. Now, while the Dagda sowed emerald fire and Angus played with it, Manannán was aware that the exiled monstrous life had lifted itself and was looking over the edge of Brigit's mantle. He saw the iron eyes of strange creatures jeering in the blackness, and he drew the sword of light from its scabbard and advanced its gleaming edge against the chaos. The strange life fled in hissing spume, but the sea rose to greet the sword in a great foaming and thunderous wave. Manannán swung the sword a second time, and the sea rose again in a wave that was green as a chrysolite. Murmurous, sweet sounding was the sea, flecked at the edges with amethyst and purple and blue-white foam. A third time, Manannán swung the sword of light, and the sea rose to greet it in a wave white as crystal, unbroken, continuous, and silent as the dawn. The slow wave fell back into the sea, and Brigit lifted her mantle like a silver mist. The Didanans saw everything clearly. They saw that they were in an island covered with green grass and full of heights and strange scooped-out hollows and winding ways. They saw, too, that the grass was full of flowers, blue and purple and yellow and white and red. "Let us stay here," they said to each other, "and make beautiful things so that the earth may be glad." Brigit took the stone of destiny in her hands. It shone white like a crystal between her hands. "I will lay the stone in this place," she said, "that ye may have empire." She laid the stone on the green grass, and it sank into the earth. A music rose about it as it sank, and suddenly all the scooped-out hollows and deep winding ways were filled with water. Rivers of water that leapt and shone, lakes and deep pools of water trembling into stillness. "It is the laughter of the earth," said Ogma the wise. "The laughter of the earth." Angus dipped his fingers in the water. "I would like to see the blue and silver fishes that swim in Conla's well swimming here," he said, "and trees growing in this land like those trees with blossom branches that grow in the land of the silver fleece." "It's an idle wish, Angus the young," said Ogma. "The fishes in Conla's well are too bright for these waters, and the blossoms that grow on silver branches would wither here. We must wait and learn the secret of the earth, and slowly fashion dark, strange trees and fishes that are not like the fishes in Conla's well." "Yes," said Uada, We will fashion other trees, and under their branches shall go hounds that are not like the hound Felinus, and deer that have not horns of gold. We will make ourselves the smiths and the artificers of the world, and beat the strange life out yonder into other shapes. We will make for ourselves islands to the north of this, and islands to the west, and round them shall go also the three waves of Manannan. For we will fashion and refashion all things till there is nothing unbeautiful left in the whole earth. It is good work, cried all the Danans. We will stay and do it. But Brigit must go to Moit Mill and Tirnamo and Tirnanog and Tirfofatan and all the other worlds, for she is the flame of delight in every one of them. Yes, I must go, said Brigit. Oh, Brigit, said Ogma, before you go, tie a knot of remembrance in the fringe of your mantle, so that you may always remember this place. And tell us, too, what name we shall call this place. Ye shall call it the White Island, said Brigid, and its other name shall be the Island of Destiny, and its other name shall be Ireland. Then Ogma tied a knot of remembrance in the fringe of Brigid's mantle. So there it is, this beautiful tale of how Brigid and her fellow friends saw the darkness of the earth that was formidable, and they ventured anyway, and they determined to beat the darkness and create beauty wherever they were, create beauty and song and laughter and fun. And so that is why I share this with you today. May you also create beauty and song and laughter and all things good in the earth, for the earth, and for all living things. Thank you so much for joining me. Take good care.